Access lessons and resources anytime, anywhere. Download the Easy Learn app today.
Alright, in this lesson, we're going to talk about different types of plasterboard that you're going to come across. Now, there's more than one type of plasterboard out there, and each one has a specific use depending on the job at hand. First, let's talk about standard plasterboard. This is the most common type that you'll come across, and it's generally used for most interior walls and ceilings. It's available in different thicknesses, typically ranging from 9.5mm to 12.5mm, with 12.5mm being the most common. The thicker the board, the more durable and soundproof it will be. Now, let's talk about why thickness matters. For ceilings, you'll generally want to use a thicker board, either 12.5 or sometimes even 15mm board. And this helps prevent sagging over time, especially in larger rooms, as the ceiling needs a bit more strength to hold up the plaster and other elements without bending. On walls, 9.5mm is usually fine, but if you need something more durable, you might opt for a thicker 12.5mm board. And in certain areas where extra fire resistance or strength is required, you could even use 18mm boards. These thicker boards add more structural integrity and durability, but they can be heavier to work with. There are also thinner boards out there, with the thinnest being around 6mm. These are used in situations where you need a lightweight finish, such as covering existing surfaces or creating a thin layer over old walls. However, thinner boards can't support as much wear and tear or structural load as thicker boards, so they're not suitable for ceilings or high traffic areas. Now, moving on to the specialty types of plasterboard. One of the most common is the moisture resistant plasterboard, which is usually green. And this is designed for use in areas where moisture levels are high, like bathrooms or kitchens. It's treated to resist mold and damp, but it's not completely waterproof, so don't use it in areas with constant exposure to water. For areas that need extra soundproofing, you'll find acoustic plasterboard, often identified by a blue tint. This type of plasterboard is thicker and denser than standard boards, and it's specifically used in areas where sound insulation is important, like music rooms or between shared walls and apartments. Then we've got fire resistant plasterboard, which is typically red or pink in colour. This board is specially designed for use in areas where enhanced fire protection is needed, such as between a house and an attached garage, around boiler rooms, or in a commercial building where regulations require it. Fire resistant plasterboard contains glass fibre as well as other additives within the core, which helps it slow down the spread of fire. It doesn't make a room fireproof, but it can provide vital extra time in the event of a fire, and that time can make a big difference. Just make sure to always check the fire rating, as some boards are rated 30, 60, or even 90 minutes of fire resistance depending on the buildup. Next, we've got thermal plasterboard, which is designed to improve the insulation of a room. This board is usually backed up with a layer of foam or other insulating material. It's commonly used in both internal and external walls to help keep in the heat during the winter and keep the rooms cooler during the summer. It's thicker than standard plasterboard, and the additional insulation helps reduce energy costs. Then there's foil back plasterboard. This is plasterboard with a reflective foil layer on the back, used primarily for thermal insulation in walls or ceilings. The foil reflects the heat back into the room, improving energy efficiency. You'll typically use it when you're dealing with uninsulated or poorly insulated spaces. Another thing to mention is tapered edge plasterboard. This is designed specifically for taping and jointing. The edges are tapered, allowing for a smooth, seamless finish once the plasterboard is jointed and taped, making it ideal for ceilings and larger areas where you'll be applying a smooth finish. Now, when it comes to fixing plasterboard, there are two main methods: plasterboard adhesive and mechanical fixings. Most of the time, you'll fix plasterboard to either timber or metal studs using drywall screws. And this works well for most applications, and it's pretty quick to do. But when it comes to fixing plasterboard to masonry or concrete backgrounds, although mechanical fixings are still a viable option, it's much more quick and simple to use plasterboard adhesive. The advantages of using adhesive is that it saves time, and offers more maneuverability when fixing plasterboard into position. Now, there is a lot more to plasterboard when it comes to fixing and installing, but we're not going to go too deep into that for now. We'll cover the actual application techniques across multiple surfaces in a later module. For now, it's just important to understand that plasterboard is a key component of plastering, and choosing the right type for the job can make all the difference.